Hello, hello, beautiful, beautiful friends. I am so happy to be here with a message for you today about this new year that we are approaching. And for many of us who feel that the solstice is actually a real new year, right? Tomorrow, a little more light will come, and then the day after, a little more light, and a little more, and a little more, all the way to summer, at least in the part of the world that I'm at. And so for me today, it feels like that moment of transition. And I was talking to a friend about transition and what that really looks like, feels like the human experience of going through a transition. And that's what today's message is really all about. I want to expand upon a message I received years ago when I was about to give birth to Isaac. And my body was preparing, my mind was preparing, my heart was preparing, and I just felt like I was in this incredible transition, just like a lot of us are collectively feeling now. And the message that I received was, remember that when a snake sheds its skin, it must have water. There must be water in that snake's environment, whether it's the humidity in the air or whether it's, near a creek or even puddles. But it has to use the water, the element of water, to fully remove itself from that skin, from that old skin, from that old version of itself that it was wearing. And I remember that message coming to me, and I was absolutely stunned because of how much permission that gives us, that and the beauty that we see in the animals around us, in the earth, and the teacher that she is, in reminding us that water is such a powerful element. It's always the lowest, it's always going to that lowest place on earth, right? And I talk a lot about this in the upcoming Motherhood Muscle e-course, which you guys are it's free. I'll tell you guys more about it soon, but I talk about this feeling of being really low to the earth. And we need to anchor sort of these downloads, these new revelations that we're having, these internal shifts in these new people that we want to be, these new versions of ourselves, right? As we are going through that transition, as we're shedding the old, we must have that element of water, compassion flowing through us. And yes, to actually be with your water, the water that you're drinking, the water that you're bathing in, the tears that you're crying. When we're in these moments of transition, being in that relationship with the element of water is so helpful. So helpful. Let's not forget these really, sometimes just basic, the most basic, actually, elements that are really, really important for us right now as we are in this time of transition. I have been leaning into that. So I wanted to record a message here to share that with you. The other message that I was really feeling into today was everything that happened to you in 2020. It needed to happen exactly the way that it happened. Exactly the way that it happened. Humbling, right? It had to be exactly the way that it was. Because without that, you wouldn't be exactly who you are right now. You wouldn't be looking at 2021 with the same strength, resilience, respect, humility, willingness. Those qualities wouldn't have been as sharp. The love, the ability to sit with yourself, the ability to pour more, to yourself, the ability to be alone, to be in silence, to be quiet, to be in a seemingly separated state. All of that has really just shown us how self-resourced we are. We're sovereign. We're sovereign. And everything had to happen exactly the way that it happened for us to be in that new, deeper level of embodiment. So that's a little bit about what I'm feeling right now, what I'm meditating on, what I'm hearing from my guidance. It all needed to happen exactly the way that it did. And lean into water right now. Drink a lot of water, take a bath, even taking time to wash your hands with just water and bring some up to your face and just feel water. Put some water over your eyes. That cleansing is really nice to lean into. Don't forget how simple energy clearing and how simple self-love can be as we're anchoring in this entirely new time. My family is about to go through a big transition again, and I'm feeling really excited about it. But, sometimes we can feel a little shaky. Sometimes we're ready for that skin to just, come right off. And I'm really excited for us, and I'm really excited for you. And we just have so much to look forward to now. We have so much choice. We don't have to be in a place of self-sacrifice anymore as mothers. I'm going to talk a lot about that in the coming weeks. So we'll just stay tuned. Please subscribe. Please hit the bell, because there's going to be a lot of, it's already recorded stuff for you. We're going to be bouncing back and forth from like the really nice filming studio that I love with like the super overly warm light that I just really like, and just right here, just on our knees together, like really humbly walking in our, in our prayer for more life, more of this life. More of soaring above and saying yes to more life, yes to more of this life that we want, that we choose. I love you so much. I have so much that's coming, and so I'm really so excited to be sharing that with you. I'm a little bit tired because there's been so much recording and stuff happening behind the scenes, and I'm really, really proud to share all of this with you. Just on a personal note, I'm feeling years and years of messages and lessons and hardships and rock bottoms that are finally something that I can offer as something that I know it's going to be helpful to you. And that's a really humbling moment. And the beauty in that I'm seeing, and the grace, I am so humbled, and I'm so grateful for you. I love you. Thank you so much for supporting me with just spending some time together. It means so much to me. It means so much to me that you choose to spend your time here with me. I love you.